Hello friends, Arthur here, and this is showcase number 66, as always hosted by Ronan, and we're so back, not every week, but every other. We start with Puddle Jumper Neo by Euler 94, and well, this is a very nice track for the start. It was really interesting, especially in these puddles. Sometimes it was like changing my grip, so I assume there's something under there. But well, really nice, cool track. Vibrant Spring by Variable Ferret, and well, tricky track, but at least it have science, so you know what and how you need to do. But the main thing for this track is just avoid all yellow grass, at least as much as possible, because you lose your grip and it will really slow you down. All other parts are really nice, a lot of really good touch, like transparent part where you need to jump, like arrows showing where you need to aim. In most cases it's work, sometimes it's just if you don't have enough speed, but okay, it's definitely not new friendly track, but overall this track is a good way to practice all this jump and feeling the speed on the jumps. Very nice track. Biomes, 1 hour build from Quick Racer, and I really love sometimes all these like 1 hour challenges, 15-minute challenges track, because people building them like without any planning, with just some ideas and like building, but well, for hour I believe it's too much for Quick Racer, because it also have very nice decoration. Overall, as you can see, not really hard track, several slightly hard elements. I could say it's jump after checkpoint 5 with bad speed or bad angle, you will crash, and probably the icy part, but it's not like really hard, you know. Overall track easy to finish, really hard to do it very fast, at least for me. Seal the Deal, Akmeta, another nice colorful track. I really love these colors, they're like calm, steady, everything is good. As of track, I would say in most cases it's really nice, fun. The most like tricky elements, I would say turn to checkpoint 3. You can easily hit the barrier, jump after checkpoint 5, where you can lose grip and crash, and probably that's it. Jump to the finish, it's all up to you. Castle in the Sky by Rusty, and sorry for your eyes, I'm not really a fan of neon, but I don't want to turn all this like bloom because it's affect all other colors, but it's not all the track like that. Overall, really nice track. I really love the house at the beginning. If you can enter there and drive till the end, there is like a parking lot, so anyone who want to park there, welcome. All other parts of the track at the beginning looks really nice, not really hard, but right after the checkpoint 3, the spider pipe, there are 2 like broken bridges, and even if you know that they're there, it's really hard to jump or aim to not crash. I could do it only with brakes. So yeah, very tricky track. Well, talking about tricky tracks, an aggressive map by RonanC. So it's all grassy track, and grass is basically ice, but in spring, let's say it this way. So it's different traction with a lot of speed. It's really hard to manage your trajectory, especially on like pipe, half pipe, and for me it was like a nightmare. I lose so much speed on all these not correct transitions, and yeah, I almost fail off. So it's, for me, it was very hard track. I believe there was like 9-10 finishers from like 33 players in the room. So yeah, if it was like the normal track with standard creepy wood or anything else except like grass and ice and slippery surfaces, it will be like pretty easy one. This is quite hard, but cast all because of the surface. Again, it's a showcase, anyone can build anything, but maybe for people who like not so mastery on the grassy track, put off-road tires like to help them out. It's as an idea. Transitional Forest by Riddle. Very jumpy track, all about jump and transition and correct landing. There are a lot of arrows, there are a lot of signs showing you where and how you need to go, but it's all dependent on your speed. They're not always like helping you or like give you the correct approach. For me, for example, at the beginning on my second attempt, I was trying to like fly directly by the arrow, and most time I crash. So for me, it's better going slightly left, right, depending on my speed. But the last arrow, it showed like the perfect angle to go on the surface to have even more speed near the end. So yeah, very nice track, just follows the lines. Tilted Halls by Codewalt. Very Halloween themed track, I would say, or like scary castle with all these spidey things. The first jump, I never tried to jump like left, right balcony, so I don't know is this correct one, is it like shorter, faster, but I have only one finish. I don't know why it's not really seems hard. It's this like first stripes room with black transition are like hard at first. You don't know where to go, but on the second attempt it's pretty easy to do. Reclamation Front by Coop Sheriff, and I would say this is like advanced track because of speed, because of elements, jumps, transitions that you need to do. The jump before checkpoint 2, quite tricky one. It's easy to fall off, crash if you have bad angle or don't enough speed or more speed than you need. Quite tricky. Even checkpoint 4, the pipe transition, you can fall off if you will be turning. It's just like trust in physics. I don't know. So yeah, but if you do everything like semi-normal, normal, I believe it's pretty doable, at least for a gold medal. Kurosawa Cooler by Morty Series. I love blue color. As of track, I would say it's not really hard for me. The only thing that would steal my time a lot, it's the loop. I probably never did it correctly because almost each time near the end, I always thinking that, well, I will fall off or I will do it wrong. So I turn very sharp there and basically losing time. But overall, as I said, pretty nice track with pretty nice colors. But watching my footage, I see the intentional jump after checkpoint 3 half-pipe loops into checkpoint 4. So I wonder if there is some kind of like cut there that can save you a second or two. If anyone did it, please let me know in a comment. Icicle Garden by Dapper Duck. And yes, it's Dapper Duck track, but it's not usual Dapper Duck track, because this is have like guideline dots. It's help you to understand the line, the idea of the jump in this half-pipe trajectory to go proper way to the next element, which is basically the same but slower. And if you tried once, you at least understand how to do it second time. But because this track like have 0 checkpoints, people as always find the shortcut in most cases. And this track is not exception. So you just need to do the first jump, but slightly higher with slightly different angle. And here you go, not 30 seconds, but 15. And knowing Dapper Duck, I easily could imagine that this was intentional. Chili Leaf Brill by Mockster. And I show you the Maki Run just because this track is absolutely slippery slip. So all red one is like very slippery thing, all green one on the angle is like ice. So everything on this track you need to build your line, your trajectory right before you do it. Like pre-do it, pre-plan it. Without it,
my record is just checkpoint 2, and I'm really happy on this track. Thou shalt not doubly traverse the journey thrice by Ajax. And well, this is a really interesting idea, really interesting logical track. So you see a lot of gates and you see a lot of checkpoints, and they are like wide, like showing you or crossing a lot of like gates and a lot of parts. So you have option to choose your road at the beginning, but because you need to do it 3 times, as you can see on the second part, the gates or the ways that you took at the first your attempt, it's closed, so you need to choose another one, and then it will repeat and you need to choose the third one. And depending on your like skills, on your strategy, you can choose one of the way at the beginning, like for example hardest for you, that to have more attempts, and the easiest at the end to like finish 100%. So it's very nice, very cool idea, but I believe to like 1 minute track it's too much for this event. Tech Trick Rainbow by Gooski, and very nice, interesting track with all this color changing logic, or I don't know, but it's not the new idea, but it's always cool, like you have each time new track. For me, the blue one, the blue part was the hardest one because of the jump transition, but the trickiest part was the big jump at the beginning, because if you do it bad, it's ruin all your run at the beginning. So I don't have a lot of attempt just because I couldn't do the first like pump red jump at the beginning. It was so hard for me. If I do it faster enough, faster than all my previous red attempt jumps, I do this run. So I have just 3 lucky fastest run, each time faster than previous, but always decide on the first jump. As I said at the beginning, all other things on this track are pretty normal and easy to do, except transition on blue part. Deserted Desert by Tiger Play on PC, and then this one quite fun. 2 tricky elements in the first jump. I usually go slightly right, and as you can see, basically do nothing else after that and landing. And the second jump after checkpoint 2, it's also quite tricky because of the sand. If you do slightly left, you crash in the rock. If you go slightly right, you will fly over the track and yeah, fall over and crash. After the jumps, it's all quite easy. Nicely done track. Vampist Shoot by Jobwe and Saint Nicholas, and yet another track from like just Maki perspective, and it's all because this is like icy track, very challenging icy track, a lot of really hard elements where you need to know what to do, you need to plan your trajectory, because how ice works with like so small amount of grip. I tried like couple times, didn't finish a lot, like I believe like second checkpoint's my best result, and looking on this track, probably I would never finish. Again, it's all about me, I'm just really bad and all the icy parts. You see there's existing finishers, yeah, there's just 4, but overall people can finish this track. I'm talking about finishing track. Hard mode, Shirt 12 by Westside. Another very hard track. Because of the anyhow how it's built, how all these parts are turning, it's really hard to keep your grip and not fall off. It's constantly changing angle, so you even can't control it by like limiting your steering to 60 or 40. It's quite hard. The only way how I almost finished this track, I was using the brake, but again I was too fast at the end. I should be more calm, and I could finish the track because the line could help me, but no, I was too rush, and it is what it is. Zeepkist Showdown Hall of Fame by Zeepkist Showdown. A very strange, interesting track. The track itself, the start, I found it only using photo mode because I didn't realize how to do it. As of track, again, slightly icy, slightly hard.
probably I wouldn't finish it correctly if there wasn't a Mackie in front of me, like basically as GPS, to show me the line inside of the icy pipe. So yeah, it's quite tricky part, but the first part or second part, I don't know how to say, it's when you go like backwards on the track, you can see this kind of like showdown museum, like with all like winners and like runner-ups and third places. So very cool idea, like for the showdown. Love it. Green and Pink, Lexer and Oil are nice, calm track after all these really hard ones. This one with several jumps, with several transition on a pipe, which like we see a lot for like months or two. So you already used to see them, you know how to interact them, and big plus for this track, there is no ice. Yeah, all angles are quite wide. There's no any unexpected elements, so you see everything. Maybe one hard part could be the turn near checkpoint 6, that if you will be slightly wider, you can crash there, but overall, pretty nice track. Okay guys, thanks for watching showcase number 66. As always, hosted by Ronan. I believe the Ronan changed slightly rules, so all showcases will be not every week, but every other week, which I believe nice. It gives you more time to create more like solid, interesting tracks. All other rules, like 20 tracks per showcase and 1 track per one after, is still there. So yeah. And as always, leave likes, leave your comments, what's your favorite track, and see you next time. Bye!